2023 on velocity time graph. So the question says, the diagram above illustrates a velocity time graph. Determine the distance between x and y. So let's quickly do this. So this is a velocity time graph being drawn here, and we are asked to determine the distance between x and y. So basically what they are saying we should find is we should find the distance covered by the body at the point in which the velocity remained constant. On the vertical axis is represents velocity. The horizontal axis represents time, velocity time graph. And we know that between points, this origin that is 0 to point x represents what? Acceleration, when the body is accelerating. Then between x and y represent when the velocity remains constant. That's when the body is not accelerating again. Acceleration between x and y is 0. Then between y and this last point is deceleration. So we have to find the distance covered between this when the body wasn't accelerating. So accordingly, distance covered by a body under velocity time graph is usually represented by the area under the graph. So if we were asked to find the total distance covered by the body, that would be finding the area of this shape form here, which is a trapezium, that will represent the distance covered. But since they say we should find the distance covered by the body between point x and y, that means we are only going to find the area formed by point x and y. And if you check point x and y, you see what kind of shape have the 2 points formed. You see that they have formed a square shape, or if you don't call it a square shape, we may be wrong, we might still call it a rectangle. So area equals to what? That's area of a square equals to what? Length times breadth. And the length in this point is the distance between x and y. And how do we do the distance? Okay, let's make it in a way that will be more understandable. So area of a square or rectangle is what? Length times breadth. Okay, and our length L in this case, which is represented by time t, is equals to what? T2 minus T1. And we know that our T2 is this point 8 minus T1 minus 4. And our T1 is what? 4, which will give us what? 4. And then our breadth, which is represented by velocity. As you can see, the half distance from here to here on the velocity side is 40, which is v equals to what? 40. And of course, we know that velocity times time equals to what? Distance. So we are trying to find distance between x and y. So therefore, distance xy will be equals to what? Velocity times time. And our velocity is what? 40. And our time is what? 4. So 40 times 4, 16. So that is that, and our unit is what? Meter. So the answer to this question is what? 160 meters. So the distance between x and y is 160 meters. Thank you.